Alright, so little update. Just now put this hinge on there. You can now open and close the hood. And then I could hook spring there and the spring there. And it helps hold it shut. Anyway, I've been working on this engine last night. Well, what I need, I freed up the valves. I got to do a valve job, small valve job. So what I'm going to do, take the head off again. I'm going to have to pull the crankcase cover. We're going to have to pull up the piston out, replace the rings, put it back in, replace the head gasket. And then, yeah, that valve job need an intake gasket and exhaust gasket. Going to need to go through the carburetor. So, put an oil pressure gauge on that, as you've seen. Seen before, oil pressure gauge, and you've seen it work. So, anyway, I'm just gonna let y'all sit y'all down here, and we'll get to working on my uncle's engine here. That we'll work on that here in a bit. So I got to pull the head off. I put it back on last night. I had it off last night, but I put it back on because of so it don't get moisture in it. Then I want to drain the oil. I want to get this valve taken care of. Do the valve job. And then I will drain the oil out of it. Pull the crankcase. Get that piston out of there. And take it from there. But first, I got to do my valve job. Then we'll take it from there. And then we'll go on. If I decide to, we'll go ahead and pull the, from there we'll pull the, try to get the valve done. I'll do what I said a minute ago about the piston and the crank and everything. This engine is going to need lots of work. Those are loose. Set them on this bucket here. That head. Alright. So here's the cylinder, piston. There's the valves. This is the valve I got to work on. I'll try to do that too. I got a trick. It's got, some play in it. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. And it's kind of hard to tell in person. But it's got play. It's got too much play. So now, gotta go back here, take some tabs, bend some tabs, pull two bolts out, and it'll pull this little breather, valve cover / breather off. So let's see, I need a screwdriver, hopefully. Yep. Alright, got that one. Hold that tab, and then there's two on top, two on bottom. Alright. Now I gotta get them suckers off of there. Take this, my 8mm, because I think that, yeah, it's an 8mm. This is what I had doing the hood, self-tapping that hinge on. And I gotta pull that. Yeah, that ain't too good. And that's not even access to the valves. Or, no, that comes off, doesn't it? Yeah, that comes off, I think. Never mind. Screwdriver, put it in here. Carefully pop that off. Oh yeah. This is what I was saying. So, this is the breather I took off the side of the engine. This little foam piece goes right there, because that's where you get most of your filtration. Then this goes on there one way. That, dang, I didn't even have to pull them tabs off. I thought I did. But now that it's a good thing I did, because that needs to be cleaned out. A bunch of rust and stuff in there. We'll clean this up later. I'm gonna put this here somewhere. Alright. Now, come over here. Now I'm into the valves. So now, let's see. I have to pull that keeper off somehow, and then take the spring and thing out, or I don't have to take the spring out, but then I got a sandpaper method. Cut, you say here, you come and cut this slot into it, little line, and then you make an X or a cross. I may show you that trick, I'm not sure. So I gotta get a piece of sandpaper, some fine grit sandpaper. This is some fine grit. And we gotta do a valve job. A cheap valve job. Because probably all it needs is some cleaning, hopefully. We'll see. So you're gonna want, take your sandpaper, cut this, and then cut an X or something like that, an X or a cross. That way you can slide your valve through this crack here, and then your valve will sit in the middle of that cross or the X. And then you're gonna put it through the valve, and this is gonna be the bottom of your valve seat, and then you're gonna be doing this. So, and it's gonna flatten itself out. Terrell Fixes All did that, I believe. And that's where I got the trick from. So now I got to pull that sucker off somehow. Get my pliers here, my needle nose, wherever they are. I'll put that screwdriver at. I gotta raise that valve up, probably. I'm gonna stick something in there. Piece of sandpaper. I'm gonna try to let it close the valve. Hold the valve open so I can get that keeper off. Try to. Alright, so I need to pull it back. This is a pain. It always has been. There we go. Maybe. Nope. I'll figure it out. I'll see you when we get so much in the next video.